Hi, good afternoon. I'm Jane St. John, and I'm going to be demonstrating today the physical assessment of the upper and lower extremities, the spine, the abdomen, and the rhombus. This is my patient Cecilia. So first what we're going to start is to check the hand grips. Please hold my hand to squeeze as hard as you can. Perfect. So her hand grips are bilaterally 5. The next thing we're going to be doing is the passive range of motion of the elbow. So this is flexion and this is extension. Perfect. And the next thing we're going to be doing is checking the biceps, turn around, and triceps. Turn around, face me. Put your hands up like this. Push. Okay. Pull. Perfect. So the strength is 5 bilaterally for the triceps and biceps. Next thing we're going to do is the passive range of motion of the shoulder. So we're going to be doing extension, flexion, external rotation, internal rotation, abduction, and adduction. So that was a positive assessment. Next we're going to do is the cerebral coordination, which are rapid alternating movements of the fingers and the thumbs back and forth on both hands. Can you do that for me? Perfect. Now I'm going to ask you to sit down. And what I'm going to do is ask you to clap your hands on your thighs, back up. Perfect. The normal results, and there's well coordination. Next, we're going to be checking the deep tendon reflections of the elbow. So I'm going to have you sit down, get my hammer out, and what I'm going to do is, of course it's not going to come out, I'm going to have her this way supporting her arm, putting my hand here and hitting and seeing a positive reflex. Okay, so the next I'm going to do is the patella reflex. So go back just a little bit so your legs are dangling. So what I'm going to do is find the notch, and I'm going to do reflex of the knee. And there was a positive reflex. Next I'm going to be doing the dorsal reflex of the feet. So I'm going to have my patient lie down. Here's, there you go. So, sorry, I'm pushing up with resistance, pulling back with resistance, feeling the dorsal reflex. That was positive. And the Achilles reflex. Okay, so that was positive. The patella reflexes have pronation. Next, I'm going to have the patient lie down, which she is already. And I am going, can we just move over just a little? There we go. I'm going to sit down, and I am going to auscultate the 4 quadrants of the patient's abdomen. So I'm going to start at the right lower quadrant, the upper right quadrant, the upper left quadrant, and the lower quadrant, left quadrant. Okay, so that's perfect. No bowel sounds were heard, and bowel sounds were heard in all 4 quadrants. Next, I'm going to auscultate the breweries. So with the bell of my stethoscope, I am going to check the midline of the abdomen. So I am looking for the xiphoid process, which is right in the middle, and then I'm going to the opposite side, the iliac, which is below the umbilicus, and there are no bruises noted. Next, I'm going to percuss the 4 quadrants for tympani, dullness, and flatness. Okay. Perfect. Results are, is normal on exam. So now I'm going to be palpating the abdomen for any tenderness of or masses. So I'm going to be palpating the lower left quadrant, the upper left quadrant, the upper right quadrant, and the lower right quadrant. And there is their abdominal is within normal limits. No, everything's normal on exam. So, and there are no masses or tenderness. Next, I'm going to palpate the liver. I'm going to be placing my left hand under the patient, and I am going to look for the mid-clavicular line on the right of the patient, and I'm going to ask the patient to take a deep breath, and I'm going to push down, and I feel the edge of the liver. Next, I'm going to be doing the assessment of the spleen. I'm going to ask her to turn on her right side and bend your knees, please. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is put the hand underneath and push down and ask the patient to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going, the results are nothing, you cannot feel the liver, and the results are normal. Next, I'm going to be doing flexions of the bending the knees to check the hips. I'm going to ask you to lay on your, okay, so bending the knees, out, in, okay, perfect. So, check the strength of the feet, pushing up, push, I'm pushing down, okay. The strength of the are bilaterally. So now what I'm going to be doing is the passive range of motion of the ankle. So what I'm going to be doing is pushing the foot up, pushing the foot down, doing range of motion, and checking for the ankles are good range of motion for the ankles. Next, what I'm going to do is do the range of motion of the spine. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to stand up, face the camera, Please touch your toes, bend backwards, go from side to side. Okay, perfect. Next and last is to assess the rhombus. So please close your eyes for 20 seconds. I'm going to support the patient to make sure that she doesn't fall. Patient has no instability and the rhombus test is negative. So we are finished with the exam. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.